I'm finally done with school and stress and homework. But what do I do now? Hello! This is a little weird. I'm not singing. The theme of this month is a little thing called life. After school, that is. There is so much we can cover within this one topic alone, so I will be breaking it up throughout the month of June. There will be a week about how to get student loans in order, how to maintain a life that's not student life, and, as is the topic for this video, getting your license and your speech creds. I did a pun. I did a pun. As always, these videos are more geared towards SLPs, or speech language pathologists. Does that mean that only SLPs can listen to this video? No, not at all. It just means if you are currently in a different profession, you just need to tweak some of the information so it can better fit for you. So you graduated. Congratulations! Yay! What do you do now? Well, what you do now is you get a piece of paper that says you're allowed to practice in your own state. This typically is called being a clinical fellow, or as I'm going to say from here on out, a CF. Now, how do you get your CF? Unfortunately, it depends and doesn't depend. What do I mean by that? It depends on what state you live in, and there's a portion of it that's nationwide in the United States of America. It doesn't matter what state you live in. We'll go into that. The part that does not depend. To become a fully fledged SLP, or to get your Cs, Cs meaning your Certificate of Clinical Competence, you must go through ASHA, the American Speech Language Hearing Association. If you are in another country of the world and not the US of A, please check your national organization. If you do not have a national organization for speech language pathology, you may be the pioneer of your national organization for speech language pathology. Congratulations! Now, when you go through ASHA, you need to provide some pretty detailed information. Now, I'm going to block out some of my personal information here, but this is what the certification application looks like. You fill out your information. The demographics information, it just needs your information, such as your employment information, other names you went by, your primary employment, age groups that you served, are you bilingual, anything else that they need demographics on. Now, the school you graduated from is either accredited or not. If your school is accredited, lucky you! You just need to find your school and then you're done. You might have to plug in when you graduated, but that's it. If your school is not accredited, I cannot help you very much because that wasn't the boat I was on. There is a spot you can put in your information, but that's pretty much all I know. If you did not go to an accredited school, it just takes a little bit longer. Next up, program director. I already did this portion, but basically you fill in who your program director is, their email, and little information like that. Next part is the part that nobody likes, the Praxis. Maybe I'll do a video on the Praxis and only the Praxis one day, but until then, this is what I'm giving. The Praxis is a national test, and it gets a lot of people freaked out, including me. All you really need to do is take it, pass, and submit the information. That's it. If your state also wants the Praxis scores, you need to send it to your state as well. Now, the day you take the Praxis and you pass and the day that ASHA receives it are not the same days. So don't be weirded out if it's 2 different days. Last but not least, clinical fellowship.
Now time for the CF information. And this is the biggie. Everything else can be done shortly after graduation. Praxis can even be done during school. This portion, nope. As soon as you can do it is when you are done with your CF, and really that's minimum of 9 months after graduation, unless you have multiple CFs, and then this is just a headache to begin with. Now, as you can see, I have reported nothing, at least not yet. What you are to do is find your CF mentor, i.e. your supervisor, fill out how many weeks you worked, what setting you worked in, and all of the other information they ask you for. You then submit this to your supervisor, which thankfully ASHA will do because they need to keep track of it all. They need to approve it, and then it can be okayed. What if you have more than one supervisor? Then you need to fill out more than one report. However many supervisors you have, that's how many reports you need to fill out. Thankfully, I am just filling out one report. I have a friend that is filling out multiple reports. It's just how our CFs ended up being.
That's it. That's what every SLP and SLP to be needs to do for ASHA. Wait, there's also a part where I said it depends on where you live. Where's that? Good point. I'm currently in the state of California. That is where my provisional license is in. That's the easiest way I can word it. So this is the application for a CF that I had to fill out.
11 pages for the application for the state of California. That's not bad. The nice part about this is that page 1 is pretty much your checkoff list. You need a passport quality photo, pay your fees, as if you're not already a poor graduate student already, get fingerprints taken along with paying those fees, and have your university recommend you. That all has to be done before you even get your RPE license.
Wait, hold up. RPE? Yes, RPE, Required Professional Experience. This is the state of California's way of saying CF because apparently we needed to make it more complicated. The state also recognizes the term clinical fellowship, as we will see in part of the application. Now let's go back to where we were.
You will also need to send in your official transcripts and a photocopy of your degree if and only if your transcripts does not post that you got your degree. At any point, you can send in your Praxis scores. The state of California requires a passing score of 162. At the end of your CF, you need to submit your RPE verification form, which we will get into. Finally, number 9, fill out the last bit of your application. Part B is all about your supervisor, i.e. who will be checking up on you. Make sure that you like your supervisor. This will be somebody that you are with for the next 9 months or so. This is also to ask about your employment. Are you going to be full-time? Are you going to be part-time? Where exactly will your office be? This portion is making sure the applicant understands what they are getting into. The bottom portion is making sure the supervisor understands what they are getting into. This page is the recommendation from your university. Fill it out accordingly, send it to your program director, and pray that they fill it out quickly and send it in the mail ASAP. A lot of this information is just a repeat from the beginning of this document when you first applied for your CF. A major difference, though, is found at the bottom. Performance of RPE applicant. They get to write it in, and there is nothing you can do about it. The final page of this document is what the fingerprinting company needs.
I hope that this has helped you in some way, shape, or form with getting all the paperwork settled after graduation. Stay tuned for next week as I talk about student loans. Have fun. Until next time.
I did all of that without recording. I am recording. Yes, I am.
Have fun. Until next time. Not bad on timing. Okay. Click.